The joy of the Lord is how I'm excited like this all the time. Because life ain't always peaches and cream, but I decide that my cup is always half full. And so today, you're going to decide that your cup is half full. I have a video for you guys starting out, of course. I'm about to hit the video. Y'all know, if you're new here, I'm Rachel, you know, the girl you met in the launch pad. Crazy, I know. But what I want you to do is drop in the comments the things that are popping out to you from the video that we're about to watch. The reason why is because everybody has their own mind. And so when you're watching things, there are different things, and everybody is a different place in life, and different things are gonna pop out to you that won't pop out to me. Different things are gonna pop out to me that won't pop out to you. And that's because we're all at different places in life. And so this is something, even as you lead into mentorship, as you begin to bring in your own distributors, you have to understand that your perspective is not their perspective at all times. And their perspective is not always your perspective. But if you're willing to see all perspectives, it will make you the best leader, but the best you possible. Because when you're able to open up your lens to see something from a different perspective, you're able to relate and connect with that person. So I'm excited for you guys to see this. Let's do it. So the question today is, you just started a business. If you're new, right? Newbie Circle, this is all about your mindset. You just started a business. Are you going to be good, great, or legendary is kind of how our CEO says it. And you know, I was thinking about average. There was something else that was talking about being average. Average, who wants to be average on here? That's the real question. Do you want to be average? Like, what is average in your sphere? Like, do you want an average marriage? Do you want average kids? Like, do you want an average life? And if you're not working towards being great, you're average, and you're accepting the fact that you're average. And so today you might need to check yourself and say, you know, I don't want to be average, and so I have to stop doing what average people do. And what do average people do, y'all? Tell me some things in the comments that average people do. What do they do? What do average people do? I'm gonna tell y'all one that I had to cut off in my life. Average people watch ratchet TV. I cut it off. I don't want to be ratchet. I don't want to learn from you guys. Like, I don't want your life. I don't want any of it. Like, I had to cut it off. I had to let it go. Engage in drama, you know. Yeah, they sure do. Shy away from challenges. Yes, they do. They be like, Average people do not speak up when they see something is going wrong. Average people don't rise to the occasion. Average people are, if you're average, there's a difference. So if you're legendary or you're somebody who's cream of the crop, aren't you doing things differently than everybody else? A 1%er looks different. I go back to when we were in school, and it was the person that was always singled out. Like, either the person that was negatively singled out because they weren't channeling their inner beast mode, because that's normally what it is. When a person is acting out, there's normally something that they're not getting, or there's abuse or whatever, you know. But on the other side, they have that 1%er that everybody talks about because they are excelling. I want to be the one everybody's talking about. That's who I want to be. I want to be the one who, y'all remember back in the day, be like, the one who she thinks she all that, and she just, you know, all that. That's me. I'm her. I'm her. That's who I want to be. And, you know, back then, you know, you join in with people who are talking about the person who's out here living their best life because they're really preparing for the life that you're going to want when you become older. But we don't realize that in our immaturity. And so right now, you have the decision to make to be the lion and not the gazelle. And I'm going to tell you, I started this business as a gazelle. So it's okay right now in this moment if you are a gazelle. Now, what's not okay is if you stay a gazelle. You have the ability to become a lion or stay a gazelle. You know, in the wild, they don't have that choice. If you God made you a gazelle, guess what? You're a gazelle, and you're going to be running the rest of your life. But here in this world, because God made us so special, right, you have the ability to become a lion. And becoming a lion means doing the things that a 1%er does because you are a business owner. So I want to tell you guys today, becoming a lion means going through the launch pad. Now I'm going to tell you guys something. And this is just a high level of accountability, okay? Me and some of my cohorts, we did some statistics, and we saw names and saw that most of our squad are acting like gazelles. But we're lions here. So today you get to make the decision to go back and finish the launch pad. Because we can see who does it. We can see who really wants it. We can see, you know, your actions have to speak louder than your words. And so you have to say, no, I'm going to be a lion. I am a gazelle. And I first of all, release that you're not a gazelle anymore. But I put gazelle ways behind me today, because every day can be day one. So today you're putting gazelle things behind you. You're not going through the launch pad just to click done, but you're going through to actually do the task. Because if I truly believe as y'all do that launch pad, you will feel so much more confident in being a leader and enrolling new business partners. And a lot of y'all asking questions that are in the launch pad. And here's one thing, if we can just be honest in this moment, have you ever gotten to a task and been like, oh, I can't do this one right now, so I'm just done, I'm gonna pause for the day? Or I don't know how to do this and I don't want to bother her. Shame. Shame, shame, shame. I don't want to go to Mexico no more. Shame. Shame. But today we're not going to shame. We're actually going to put ourselves in a position to cast down that. We're going to cast it down. We're going to say, that's not true. She wants to help me. That's not true. She wants to help me. Stop being afraid to reach out to people and making up their mind if they want to help you. Do you do that? Has anybody ever did that? Drop in the comments me. Have you ever made up your mind that your enroller or your upline doesn't want to help you? Everybody on here, say me. Because I have. I've made up my mind. Like, it's been times where, oh my gosh, she's so busy. She don't want to, like, she ain't got time to talk to me. Like, is my issue even really that big to reach out about? I could find it myself. Listen, maybe I'm just a little slow. I don't want to seem slow to her, or whatever. Whatever lie that yourself is telling yourself. This is that whole you do talk to yourself thing. You'd be like, I don't talk to myself all day, every day. You talk to yourself all day, every day. And then it don't help when somebody talk on the side. Like, y'all, I had one girl, like, I had a conversation with somebody this week, and there was somebody on the other end talking to her, and I was just like, who is that? Like, does she make good money in what we do? Because if the people who surround you do not do this successfully, stop listening to them. I don't care. If it's your spouse, don't talk about your business to your spouse. If it's your partner, don't talk about your business to your partner. Come into the bubble. Come into the bubble. Please come into the bubble. Okay? Please, please. Because they're going to take you out. And sometimes people don't understand things. And when people don't understand, they act a certain way. It's just the nature of people. People fear things that they don't understand. It's ignorance. I used to get so offended when people call me ignorant. Like, my grandma used to love that word. I used to be like, don't call me ignorant. Like, that's so mean. Until I got my dictionary out and looked up what ignorant means. What do ignorant mean? Without knowledge. I mean, you don't know. And so guess what I did? I became very knowledgeable, okay? Very, extremely knowledgeable. And I'm okay if I'm ignorant in an area, because that just means I have an opportunity to grow. And at 32 years old, I don't know about y'all, how old y'all are, but I'm learning every day. Every day I learn something better. Every day I learn something to become better. So, today, my question to you is, are you a gazelle or are you a lion? Drop in the comments, are you a gazelle? And if it's okay, if you want to stay a gazelle, you can run in fear. But I want you to claim today, if you're down for it, that you're a lion. So lions, come on lions. Lions implement. So the word for today is implementation. The word for the day is implementation. Lions implement. And what I mean by that is when the lion gets up in the morning, there's an automatic implementation. You don't have to tell the lion this is how you hunt. He already knows what's up. And so do you know what's up? Number one, who looked at their calendar this morning? That's number one. Number one, I use my calendar. These might be some affirmations that you need to write down. So maybe write this down. Number one, I use my calendar. Number one, I use my calendar. Number two, I completed the launch pad and I use it as a resource. Rachel, tell me about them fast starts. I did this on here before. It's in there, y'all, how to redeem your shopping spree. It's in there. And then understanding that, y'all, the barriers, who's gotten to the barriers on your color page? Not leadership. Have those barriers helped you understand yourself a little more? And to understand that the barriers of both colors takes it to another level. I was like, oh, Rachel, that's why you act like, that's why you act like you act. I was like, oh, that's me. That when we were doing it, I was like, oh, that's me. Why do you keep talking about this day off? I don't want to take a day off. I'm just grinding. Just grinding. Then you watch the video that we said watch because you're trusting us. We know what we're talking about. We know. Now, if we're talking about bones, don't listen to me because I don't know nothing about no bones. All right? Don't listen. If we're talking about, I don't know, paint nails, yep. If we talking about paint nails and caring for your nails, do not listen to Rachel, okay? I don't know what I'm talking about, like at all. If we talking about cats, I don't have a cat, don't know nothing about that. So if I start talking and trying to be an expert in cats, y'all run, because you be just looking at me like crazy. You can look at me crazy. But when we talk about this it works thing and network marketing and making some money, I know what I'm talking about. I don't know it all. But I know a whole lot. Y'all know how much I know? I know enough to be doing this full time. I know enough to have brought my husband home. I know that much. So you have to trust, and it's not a matter, this is why Philippians 4:19, and I might feel like I just need to, that's still one of our squad verses. I'm gonna read it word for word. Philippians 4:19 in the New Living Translation, turning your word to Philippians 4:19. It says, and this same God who takes care of me will supply all your needs from his glorious riches, which have been given to us in Christ Jesus. Let me tell y'all my story. The same guy who did it for me is the same guy who's going to do it for you. The only factor that's different is you. The company the same, the resources the same. Actually, the resources are better. Y'all got better resources than I had. All of it's the same. Only determining factor is you. And so it's not a matter of will this work for you? That's not a question, y'all. It will work for you. You have to be willing to work it. It will work for you. It does not matter your walk of life. It does not matter who you are. It doesn't matter if you're shy. That's why the understanding the colors and the rainbow, understanding that it don't matter what color you are, you can be successful. But because we love you guys, we have taken the time to break it down to speak to your personality. But back in the day, we didn't have that. But at the end of the day, you're the determining factor. So if you have 1 foot out and 1 foot in, right now, today, you decide I'm all in. And we used to have a band. That was one of our first wristbands that I sent out that we got. It said I'm all in. And so today, the question is, are you all in? We say give us a year and it'll change your life. A whole year. Yep, a whole year. Not 30 days, not 90 days, and I'm a see. And since if I ain't made no money, I'm out. Nope, a year. A year. In a year, and here's the thing. So, yeah, that's right. I'm all in. I'm in. Yeah, I'm all in. Say that. Speak it. Like, I'm all in. Because here's the thing right now is what happens is when you don't get the results. Ooh, Jesus. Yes. So let's talk about the gym. My husband and I, we did a workout yesterday. And I could feel it this morning. And I was like, yes, she about to have abs. Oh, I'm just gonna have a washboard, okay? But guess what? I woke up and guess what was not there? The washboard. Even though I could feel it. I could feel the washboard. Like, what you mean I'm on the washboard? Because this ab is hurting right here. Like, right here at the top. Like, I can feel it right now. Like, I can just touch it. And I feel it and it hurts. So how in the world I don't got no washboard? And then I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm going to give this 1 more week of doing workouts every day. And if I don't have a washboard, guess what? Working out is just not for me. It's just not. I don't even understand how you guys do it, but working out is not for me. Maybe I just wasn't meant to have abs. So I go through my week and I feel stronger, but I pulled up my shirt and guess what? Ain't no washboard. So now I'm gonna go to Breon and be like, now you done set me up. You got me working out every day this week and I don't have no washboard. What's up? And then I'm looking at him like, but bro, your washboard popping. And he looking at me like, Rachel, first of all, we don't have the same metabolism. You done had 3 kids. He telling me all these things that make us different and special, right? But then he says, and I've been working out for 5 years consistently. You're not gonna have a washboard that fast. But if you keep going, you'll get what you want. And so I'm like, all right, well, you keep working out with me. Well, I'm gonna keep working out. I'm not going nowhere. That's what he tells me, right? And so then I'm like, all right, cool. Then along the way, he tells me, hey, Rachel, you should rap. Because if you rap, you'll see your washboard faster. And so then I do 1 rap, and I'm like, but my washboard not here yet. Do y'all get what I'm saying and how crazy I sound? And then at the end of the day, if I stop working out altogether, guess what? Guess what? Am I ever gonna have a washboard? And then I'm gonna start resenting him. I'll be looking at him like, but you got a washboard and it didn't work for me because doing ab crunches don't work and then workouts don't work. But if I would have committed to a year, what would have happened? If I would have committed to a year working out with him, what would my life look like a year later? Oh, she fine. Oh, she oh, and my 2-piece, what's up? Oh, we might have some more kids. Just playing. We don't want no kids. Jesus, take it away. It would be different. It would be totally different if and then let me tell y'all this. The posture of my heart matters. Because number 1, he ain't gonna want to work out with me if every day I'm coming like, but I don't have no abs though. Like, he'll be like, dude, you might as well just quit it. Like just don't come no more, because I want to enjoy my workout, because I understand I'm on a journey. I'm on a journey and I love the process. This is why I'm obsessed with pictures. If y'all don't know me, I take pictures all the time. I'm actually gonna look and see if my newest before and after picture just came. For those who don't know, I just had a baby 9 months ago, and I am on the process of wrapping. They haven't been approved yet. But so if you guys don't have the Connect app downloaded right now. You do that on the Launchpad. So go through and download the Connect app right now if you have not done it, and log in with your user ID, which is a number. And listen, if you're new here, if you've been here, then if you're joined within the last 30 days, drop it in the comments. Say me. We want to welcome you. Drop in the comments if you are new and just join within your first 30 days. 30 days. Come on, welcome Kristen. Welcome Diana. Whoop, whoop, Shanisha. Welcome Erin. Hey, girl. Hey. Who else need? Tiana. Welcome. Welcome Courtney. Oh, are you new too? Yay, welcome, girl. All right. Well, I gotta update my Zoom. So as soon as it updates, I'm gonna show you guys a picture. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Anybody else still new? Hey, Brittany. Welcome, girlfriend. Welcome. Welcome, you guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're so, Brittany, bye. It might have been another Brittany Howard, because we out here mass and rolling. So, you know, it could be another one. You're so silly. Welcome, welcome, guys. So excited to have you here. But what I want to tell you guys is when you take that off the table, okay? Take it off. Yes, a new creature in Christ. In Jesus' name, did you say yes to the Lord? You have new fruits. Welcome, girl, you are new. All right. So one thing that I want to explain to you guys is that when you take it off the table, when you take quitting off the table, you show up differently. And you understand that this is not, like goal-wise, it's month to month. Month to month, it matters what you do, right? But what we do in 1 month is a building tool for the next month. And if you stop showing up because you're not getting the results that you desire, you are screwing yourself. You are literally screwing yourself and taking away your progress. So stop taking your end day off, and the posture of your heart will be different. And let me tell y'all something. When I completely took quitting off the table for this business, and I said, well, I love the products. I'm enjoying the products. I'm getting to know myself and becoming a better me and making money at the same time. Because if you keep showing up, you're going to make money. Like that's inevitable. Like when I talk to potentials, they be like, making money is not the problem. The problem is, will you show up consistently so I can help you make some money? You're going to make money. But will you show up consistently so your money, your consistency can compound? Because consistency compounds, and you can go from 0 to 100 real quick. Imagine sending messages for 4 months, showing up consistently, and then month 8, you're making $2,000 a month. Can you imagine that? But what happens is people get to month 5, and because they didn't get what they wanted month 0 through 4, they miss out on 8. And then they decide to come back, and now they like, but if you wouldn't have stopped, you have to just keep swimming. And so there's some things that, here, I'm going to show you guys. I want to show you guys my picture. So this is just from one wrap. Oh, I got to make myself a post. Because I'll shut it down. Uh-oh. So I want to show you guys. These are my results. And I want you to take a before picture right now. Right now, because it's going to change. Are you going to drink the Skinny Brew? If you're on here and you have not sent yourself a Skinny Brew sample, I want you to do that right now. Unless you sold them all. Send yourself a Skinny Brew sample. How do I do that, Rachel? You're going to log into your sample app, your It Works sampling app, and put your own name and number in there. Click Send Sample and put your own name and number in there. Send it to yourself. I don't know how to drink coffee. That's fine. Ask your enroller. They will. I'm sure they got videos on their page on how to make the Skinny Brew taste bomb, especially if you don't drink coffee. So I'm gonna show you guys real quick. So this is me putting myself on blast. Like I've had 3 kids, 2 kids since I started It Works, right? And this is, I'm waiting for these to get approved, but this is after one, it's kind of really good. This is after one. Oh, it ain't changed. Sorry. So this is after 1 wrap. So this is what I obsess off of. This is how I'm obsessed. So I'm looking at this, and how can I hype Rachel up in this moment? This is my legit belly, yeah. But I'm looking, and I'm like, do you see that flap right there? And how that wrap helped that flap a little bit? You know what I'm saying? Like, I love progress. Do y'all see my washboard popping? That's one. This is the other one. I'll let y'all know when these approved. Do you see that? And then people are like, well, I don't take pictures because I don't like that. You're cheating yourself by not taking pictures. Even if you don't want to share them. That small success is what excites me to move forward. So your one yes of I'll put up a host a post, that is a small success to move forward. But as I'm looking at this, I'm like, oh, okay, come on, Brianna, let's work out. I'm here for it today. And a week later, I'm like, oh, let me look at my pictures as I'm consistent. We do 6 and 3 for a reason, guys. 6 loyal customers, 3 distributors. You figure out what pace works for you. Initially, go through the 7-day. Yeah, it's one. Anybody ever had a job in here before? Everybody, right? Maybe not. Do you remember your training process for your job? Yeah, some jobs got the most tedious training process. And then after you train, you gotta like be a shadow for like a week. You don't even get to get in there and work. You cannot start this business without being trained. Well, you can start it, but don't think that you're gonna run a productive income producing business without training. And we have made it so easy for you. And if it's not easy, ask for help. Ask for help. The thing here is you have to be brave, patient, and consistent. And sometimes being brave is doing things that are uncomfortable to you. It ain't even no sometimes. Can I get an always and an amen? Always. Always. You were meant to shine, man. Like, you were meant to shine. You were meant to shine. And here, you get to shine. You get to shine. But only if you're willing to be consistent. You don't get to not show up when it gets hard. Because you're fighting for something. Like he said, what is your internal clock? I used to tell the team all the time, which is what Karen said, like, I don't need an accountability partner. My why is my accountability partner. If I gotta have you hype me up, am I really hype? Eventually, when you start to understand why you need to move your body, you'll start moving it. When you begin to understand why you need to stop certain habits, you'll stop. Y'all, there's certain stuff that my husband and I won't even listen to or watch in our house. Because we are raising 3 men. And we don't want our children to grow up and be a certain way or have certain habits. How many of y'all got some habits because of y'all parents? Are you creating the same system for your kids and don't even realize it? Not understanding that you're in control? Once I understood that I was in control, it was over. And so I asked God to help me. So, yes, come on now, that's right. That consistency will take you places. And sometimes you need to catch your breath, right? Anybody on here felt like they need to catch their breath? That's what your day off is for. Anybody ever felt like they need to catch their breath but really didn't need to catch their breath? It was just the feeling of uncertainty. And when you leaned in, you got a reward. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Doing something new for the first time, you're gonna feel it. I remember when I made my first post on Facebook a million years ago for the business. It was nerve-wracking, a little bit. You know me, I lean into discomfort. Yeah, when I first put it, first of all, we ain't gonna talk about the fact that he was not my husband trying to run me, because people will do what you allow them to do. People will do what you allow them to do. Because so my not husband was telling me that he didn't want me to put my face, I love you, baby. But he was telling me that he didn't want me to put my number on Facebook. And I was like, but do you pay my bills though? And even if you do pay my bills, is there a ring on my finger? And why am I letting you pay my bills? That's a whole nother story. And I was like, Trey and I, because he's not number one yet. We that's a whole nother story. But Trey and I, we're gonna take care of ourselves over here until you become number one. And guess what he did, y'all? I don't got my ring on. I don't got my ring on. But he made me number one, and I was like, if you don't want me to put my face, I'm just playing. And then he started to believe in me, and as he believed in me as my spouse, you know, that's a whole nother story. But yes. So go back to the launch pad, complete the launch pad. Those of you guys who's new within their first 30 days and know their color combo. What's your color combo? New within your first 30 days and you know your color combo. Drop it in the comments. What is it? Red, yellow. Come on, red. Yellow, blue. Come on, are y'all yellows? Yellow, blue. Yes. Yellow, blue. All right, Diana, because you're the first person to drop that, I want you to message me on Facebook. I got something for y'all. For you, for being the first person to share your color combo. I am red green. Means I'm crazy. Yay, red green over here. Who has went through day 2 on the launch pad that's new within your first 30 days? Day 2 of the launch pad. Tell me what you did. What were your tasks? What did you do? Or can you put yourself on blast and say, I still need to do it? Learned about the auto ship.
Hey.
Hey.
Yeah, it was, I was just afraid to reach out to people and invite them to the party. I had one who said they would come and then they changed their mind. So it basically would have been me and my upline on the party. So I got defeated. Like, how can I get somebody to get to this virtual Zoom with me? And, you know.
That's good. Can I ask you a question?
Yes, ma'am.
How many people did you invite?
A lot.
What's a lot?
Maybe 20, 25.
How'd you invite them?
I put them in a group chat on an inbox and messenger.
Yeah.
Some of them were family and friends, and I guess a lot of them didn't understand what I was doing right off. So they didn't say, hey, I want not for to jump on here and do this. I don't know what you're talking about.
What color are you?
Yellow.
And blue. I'm not sure if this says this. Thank you for sharing that. I'm coming back. So I'm about to answer your question. So I'm gonna pull this up. I'm gonna go to the yellow page, and this might be something that we need to specify. So I'm actually gonna see what's the first thing that is an area of opportunity here. Can somebody drop it in the comment? No group message ever, guys, ever. Death to group messages all together in life. I don't care if it's Merry Christmas. Death to them. The way that I explain this, y'all, I love this example because I actually miss it. I just can't wait until we go back to regular life a little bit. I kind of enjoy this a little bit. My brother played football in high school. Okay, he's really good. He's actually really good. And if my brother sent out a group text and was like, hey y'all, my game's Friday at 7 p.m. come support your boy, right? I'm gonna be like, oh, okay, great. If I'm in a group text message, I might not even reply. Actually, if you text me in a group text message, I'm not gonna reply. I'm just gonna be honest with you. So if he sends that out, I may or may not show up, you know? But if my brother sends me a text message and says, Rachel, my game Friday at 7, will you come? I'll be like, oh, he loves me. My brother love me and he want my support at his football game. Yes, I will be there. Or rah, rah, go Jonathan. It's a big difference. Big difference. So you always want to send individual messages to everybody when you want them to be. If you're on here, like personally enrolled to me, when I invite people and tell them about Newbie Circle, it's individual, but it's a group. And that's what we'll teach you through Connect. So I'm specifically sending it to you. So that's number one. Always message individually. And I would suggest inviting everybody. Not even 20. I'll be inviting people. I don't even listen to everybody. If you can get your roll on, it's online. So I'm going to invite everybody. So, Jaleesa, I highly suggest setting that date. First of all, set your date. I'm pulling this up right now. Set your date and then tell your enroller. And enrollers, do not let your people back out. It does not say individually, so we're going to have to change that up so it says individually. Tell them, what's your party date? Tell them right now, because you don't get to back out. Because even if no one shows, they can help you figure out how to become a better inviter in that moment. They can show you how to send some messages or make a post and get excited. Y'all, when I did parties, launch parties in person, if nobody showed, I just drove over here. You think we're not gonna do nothing? No. We about to do something. We're gonna go live. We're gonna message your friends and family. We're gonna do something because my ultimate job is to help you win. Yep, everybody get an invite. Yes. Yay! Welcome, Jaleesa girl. That's what we're here for, to show you how to make it all better. And shout out to you. I appreciate you speaking up. Like that is so important. Anybody else? Let's talk about one more thing that's confusing as to why you haven't moved forward on your launch pad. Anybody else brave? Slanging coffee. All right, Diane, I'm gonna let you unmute yourself. Go ahead, explain, please.
Hi, can y'all hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay, I can't talk loud because I'm at work. So I'm struggling because a lot of people don't want to buy this product because you have to commit to the loyalty program.
Okay.
And it's kind of discouraging because I'm like, well, it's kind of just like any other thing. you know, when you have something that's on sale that you really, really want, um, I just don't get why people can't commit to 3 months. Y'all spend money on crazy stuff anyway. How much do you spend going out to eat every day? How much do you spend on that Starbucks drink every day and you getting your skinny coffee from Starbucks or, you know,
Yep.
any other coffee shop or whatever. So why not invest
Yep.
in one of your friends' products? So that's a struggle for me. So y'all pray for me.
Praying. We're praying about you being at work right now too. Jesus, cover her in your blood. In Jesus'
Please.
name. Okay, so let's talk about that. That's good. Thank you so much. So I want to share with you guys how I explain the loyal customer program. I mean, I'm not, I do okay for myself. Like I'm all right. This is how I explain it. For number one, you right now tell yourself and us in the comments that our customer program is bomb. Say that. Our customer program is bomb. You're not allowed to let anyone else convince you that our customer program is not bomb. And I'm going to tell you why it's bomb right through here, okay? Our customer program is bomb because number one, consistency. This is and y'all got to understand, show them some grace because you struggle with consistency. So you know they like, let me just see if it works. But I want you to be consistent over 90 days. It helps you be consistent. How many people in here have ever started something and stopped for health and wellness? Like 1 week. You was like, some people didn't even make it a week, okay? It was like day 4. Ooh, this ain't for me, okay? I get it. So we are going to show our customers how to be consistent. And so I explain it like this. Our loyal customer program is an incentive. It's an incentive. You get the discounted price if you're willing to be consistent. Now, painting a vision. You have to paint a vision for your customer. So you can decide if they start on coffee, well, hey, look, we got something that wraps, that tones you up. So month 1, you can get into your coffee. Month 2, you can get into wrapping and tone it up. And then month 3, you can cleanse. And there you go. That's your 90 days. And then we can kind of see what your next 90 days looks like. You explain to them that they have full control over their account. So if there is something that comes up financially where they need to move around dates, they can. So you fully understanding what our program looks like helps you be more confident to tell your potential customers about it. And then you can say, I get it. Like, and that's another thing, because if they're afraid of their account being debited, maybe you need to ask them to join the business. Because that means they have a coins problem. Also, utilization of the Connect app. Because the Connect app helps you stay in communication with them automatically. So making a habit by setting an alarm. So I have an alarm that goes off on my phone every day at 8:15 that says send Connect messages. Making it a habit of sending my Connect messages. This is how I explain the loyal customer agreement. I say it's a program for our consistent customers. So I make it clear, you don't have to be a loyal customer. You can do a one-time purchase for $65. If they, like, for example, if they want the cleanse, you can get the cleanse for $65. You can. And don't be afraid to tell people that. People pay crazy prices for a whole bunch of stuff. It's worth it. So if they want to do a one-time purchase for $65, let them. But I explained to them, this is a program for our consistent customers that commit to going on at least a 90-day journey of receiving at least one product a month for at least 3 months. After the 3 months, you do not have to continue on an auto ship, but are a loyal customer forever. So after their 3 months, they don't have to keep going on an auto ship. They can cut it off, but they're still a loyal customer forever. So like the deal that's going on right now, I have a lot of customers that went in and did a one-time purchase because they're not necessarily on the auto ship. And always get wholesale pricing. Lots of perks and deals that are exclusive to our customers. You're not locked into a price or a day each month, which I love. And it helps you to be consistent, which is more difficult than most will admit. LOL. Is that okay for you? So I just called them out. I called them out. Like, you need to be consistent when it comes to your health and wellness. And the reason why you're not getting results is because you're not consistent. And this is important, guys. It takes us back to the pictures that I said at the beginning. Because if you held if you held yourself to taking pictures, you would understand the value of your customer taking pictures. And a lot of your customers are getting results or will get results, but you have to remind them to take their pictures so that they can see them. And so I tell my customers, I say, even if you don't want to share it with me, you need to take a picture. Because I need you to see that you're getting results. Hey, Natalie, if I were you, I would have the person who did the host the post to delete it or just completely remove yourself from the host the post. Because it's actually, I have people all the time that say, comment no. They be like, no. And I still sign the people that's on there. So, you know, you stand fast. That's why I said, you stand fast. Don't argue with a nut. You will lose every time trying to explain yourself to somebody who does not have the mental capacity to comprehend. That's like trying to explain trigonometry to a 5-year-old. They can't get it. Why are you even trying? Some stuff just has to be ignored. And if it didn't work for them, I may even reach out because I'm bold like that. I would reach out and ask what they did. Hey, did you take pictures? And a lot of times they'd be like, no, I didn't take pictures. You can't tell me it didn't work. But if you're trying to help, it wouldn't be that. I wouldn't say that. I would say, well, you should try again and actually take the pictures because you probably actually saw results or you were on the wrong product. Like you might have needed to cleanse because your insides are jacked up, or you may actually have high cortisol levels. So you were too stressed and that's why your body held on to the weight. There's always a reason. And it's always you. So it's always the person. It's not the product. These products can work for everybody. The question, and this is why you want to communicate with your loyal customers because they might be on the wrong product. They might be super stressed. If I have somebody who's on Skinny Brew and they don't have no results, hands down they're stressed and they need the Confianza. They need Confianza ASAP because those high cortisol levels will block you from losing weight. Or longer. Amen. You sure right about that. All right, guys, I'm excited. I'm praying that this was so helpful today and that you understand that you are a lion. 1%er here, okay? I don't care if you've been a gazelle all your life. You a lion. And today you show up as a lion. I don't care if you live in a pack of gazelles, because most of us do. You the lion, boo. You are a lion. And you're going to start showing up as a lion. And when you come into this circle, you're coming into a circle of lions. And we're teaching you how to be a lion, not a gazelle. Intrinsically motivated. My motivation comes from myself. And so I want you to rise in the morning knowing you will make a difference in your life. This business will change your life. It will. It may be. It will. And I need you to start saying that. Because when I started saying this business will change my life, it changed my life. I went from 1 foot in, 1 foot out to saying, nah, this is it. This is going to change me and my son's life. And before I knew it, I had paid for my wedding in cash. Before I knew it, my husband and I were out here vacating. This shouldn't have been, but we was vacating in every tropical island. Okay? Terrible. Help, Lord. We had a lot of experiences. We were out here building homes, buying cars, helping our moms. We would give our moms gift cards to go shopping for their groceries. We like anything you could think of. Grandparents moved and we said we paying for the movers. Like so many things that we've been able to do because we got off the fence. Get off the fence. All right, y'all, I'm gonna pray real quick. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this crew. Thank you for the new people who have said yes to their business, God. I'm just praying that this is just a small moment in their day where they feel so encouraged and so empowered about what they've decided to do. So God, today, my prayer is that they made a decision. They made a decision to give us a year full out of being consistent and finding their pace, so that they can be successful and change their life. They came here for a reason. And so God, my prayer is that they get exactly what they came here for and more, because we know you do exceedingly and abundantly more than we could think or ask. So God, I'm just praying abundance in their obedience, God, as they begin to implement these different things that we're teaching. God, I'm praying a spirit of attraction to the launch pad so that people go back and they finish what they started. God, we are finishers. We are finishers. We are finishers. And so, God, today I even cast down the pride of people who are afraid to ask for help because they feel that it's them and that they cannot be fixed or whatever in order to find the success that you've already given them. So, God, today I'm just praying that any barrier that is blocking them from moving forward, any discouragement, anybody from the outside, God, who is hating like never before, thinking that they're helping, God, I'm just praying that you even mute those voices and allow our voices to be projected as we encourage them to move forward. And we're just praising you in advance for earned shopping sprees. We're praising you in advance for $15,000 more bonuses. We're praising you in advance for the abundance that's coming, for the influx of distributors, for the influx of loyal customers as they go forth. So we just love you and we adore you and we just honor you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. You guys have an awesome Saturday.